So I have some kind of dream in my head. I have like a mission that I really would like to have my dreams come true.
The sport of competitive ice climbing, it fundamentally is sport climbing with deadly weapons.
Yeah, what's the thing with ice climbing?
I don't know, there's something about it that makes us keep coming back.
What's unique about this sport is there are things that we can do with these tools that you wouldn't think were possible. Especially now with these big dynamic moves, that was like unheard of. You never throw the dyno to ice with your tools.
We call it Ice Climbing World Cup, but we're not mimicking ice climbing in any way. Like, it has developed into its own full sport.
It's such a complex discipline to do for other climbing disciplines. It's not just the movement. You've got the technical side, like almost mathematical side. It's constantly calculating vectors in your brain, basically, to be able to place them in the right position, those tools. And well, if you don't place them in the right position, you skid off. And the understanding for that, the complexity of the material is really what attracts me in the sports.
There's an element of it being the right day, the right time, the right conditions. And that's what I think is amazing about ice climbing is, you could be here in the middle of a city, or it could be -30 in the middle of nowhere in China, or up in a mountain valley in Italy. That's what makes these athletes hard and courageous and just want to push this sport forward. The fact they can deal with all that and then still kind of say, right, Rob, we need to change this rule, or we need to change that, or we need to improve this. It takes some doing. It takes some doing.
I was in the national team, and then at some point it was just me being the national team. And I want to get new people involved. And I got this email from the federation. There was a girl in Iceland. So my reaction was just to ask her to come over and ask her if she wants to join for the World Cups. And she came out for a tryout, and next season she climbed with the team.
I've been competing for so many years and I still always wonder, why am I actually doing this? It's so much stress, it's so much insecurity every year again, and still it attracts me somehow. And then when it's over, you're like, wow, this was actually pretty cool. I'm Marianne Van Der Steen, I'm from the Netherlands, I'm 39 years old. I've been competing in ice climbing World Cups for 13 years now, I guess. 13 or even 14, something like that. Traveling together with Dennis is actually fantastic. We met on the World Cup ice climbing and we stayed together ever since. And then we got married and blah, 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 romantic. And he's not just my husband, he's my coach, he's my trainer. There's my manager. Yeah,
Sorry, no pictures of my athlete.
He's my buddy, also with outdoor ice climbing. We do everything together. If we lay in bed next to each other, the current conversation that's going on is the ideal grip of an ice axe. And it keeps on turning up every single morning. Maybe I should just try and climb. And meanwhile, I was training a lot more because I had a lot of free time, of course. And I got a physiotherapist that said, well, if you have so little money, then you know what? I'll just train you for free. So I got there twice a week for free, and that upped my training even more. Well, maybe I should try this for a full year.
I'm Catalina Shirley. I'm a member of the US team. I live in Boulder, Colorado right now, but I got my start in Durango, Colorado. And I've been ice climbing this is my 8th season competing, and rock climbing since I was 7 years old, so long time. I started off just regular climbing, rock climbing. I was on a youth team for rock, and then I started ice climbing my freshman year of high school, so I was 14 years old when I started. My coach, Marcus Garcia, was really the main reason why I transferred. So he was my coach in rock climbing. He was like slowly starting to put together a team that kind of became the US youth team that now myself and Keenan and a few other people are still competing from 8 years later.
I started the youth ice climbing program in 2015, and that was because I saw there was a need. Like, I was a competition climber, and I had some friends that were in it, but there was only like a select few, and we were all getting older. And there's no one to, like, that whole mentorship. There's no one there to pass the torch down. So like, oh, I want to develop this youth program. It's possible. So I kind of worked with the UIAA and figured out what I needed to do and started that and made my own team. So it was USA Youth Ice Climbing Team. Those kids have grown into young adults themselves and now competing on the senior team, and I'm still coaching those athletes. And like Catalina Shirley, she's doing amazing. And it's just amazing to see where she started. When I first remember her being terrified of the tools and falling and, not wanting to get hurt, to like now she's doing big dynamic moves and throws. It's like you can see where now she's grown, and that's the whole mentorship. And like, okay, see what they're capable of and let them go.
What's interesting about the first comp of the season is no one knows how anyone else is feeling coming into it. It's a bit like the first day back at school. So you get a very strange atmosphere. Everyone's got new shiny kit. They've been away training, but usually behind closed doors. So it's the first chance for everyone to work out where they're at their training, who's improved, who's got worse, who's the ones to watch.
I love this time at the start of the season. You don't know like what people are going to come to the game with. There's always going to be like a few people that have been training super hard and they're just going to come out and like they're going to excel, and I love that. There's always the strong contenders. Marianne Van Der Steen, for one, she's so strong this year. She's put a huge amount into her training.
We arrived on Tuesday, and then my bag didn't arrive. So I have no ice axes, no crampons, no food. Well, I'm still wondering why this is happening to me. I was like, why do I put in such a test? Oh, how much can I withstand? Like, how much do I need to, endure to actually perform here? That makes it mentally quite difficult. I have tennis ice axes, but they're slightly different from the ones that I've been training on. And ice axes are an extension of your arm. You learn your body to actually think with the tip of your tool. And having that, like even a millimeter difference, makes a difference. You have to practice that over and over and over again. You know the rule of like 1,000 times and then you got it dialed. And I do not have that 1,000 times now because I do not have that time of training left. So it will be different.
Yeah, so Korea was my first comp this season. I loved the setting there. It was very my style, like kind of powerful moves, but pretty good holds, and very long, like kind of endurance and pacing focused. And actually after the semifinals, I qualified in first. And yeah, I was only a few moves from the top. The top of that route was really cool. I heard like 1 minute left from my teammates. They were like shouting at me, and I was like, all right, how many more holds can I get? And so I just kind of like went for it there right at the top. Then I moved on to finals. It was my second finals ever. I've actually only done 4 World Cups, so Korea was my 4th.
Catalina Shirley there. Now this route is her style and it shows seamless climbing from her. She's got that tricky swinging clip, using a lot of energy to do so though. And here she goes. Oh, she's missed it. We can just about hear Dennis cheering her on from the stands. That guy's got an incredible set of lungs. Marianne is off then, climbing on those borrowed axes but looking solid so far. It's this hold then, it's where many people have popped off, but she's through confidently. What a strong reach. Oh, so close. It's bronze, not a gold, but she will be pleased she's on the podium, I'm sure.
Finals went really well. I fell / kind of timed out around the same time at the top. I like threw for the dyno and missed. But I took second in lead, which was really exciting for me, and then also for the US team. I was the first person from the team to make it onto the podium in lead. We've only ever had speed podiums before, so that was really, really exciting.
After so many years of competing, finally being on the podium, that was really amazing. It still felt like I was quite biased about it. It's amazing, but then climbing not a bit, his ice axes, which have got a different grip, shoes that I borrowed from another climber, everything I was wearing was borrowed, and that felt just really uncomfortable. So I wasn't climbing at my best, and I have the feeling I could have done better. But yeah, that's competition climbing, and in a way it's good because you can improve.
That phase always hard.
That's the SAS way to take everybody down a peg or two.
It's your home structure. You also have certain expectations to yourself. That's also the cool thing. It's cool to climb in front of the home crowd, but it also, maybe it's also a bit of a pressure.
There it is, that thumb wrapped. Oh!
Yeah, I almost not in the final. Yeah, I just made it.
You know you have to get really high in this route, otherwise you just don't make it to the finals.
Yeah, so the qualification was quite good. In semi-finals I did, let's say, a stupid mistake.
Yeah, you just can't even watch it. It was like, yeah, people are just popping off everywhere.
I had a feeling, especially after the semi-finals, that I could actually do this. That I could have my dream come true.
That's the way it is. Satisfying, unpredictable.
So I got pretty emotional in Korea because it was such a special event for me to be there and to prepare everything and to have this perfect competition, and especially because it didn't go so perfect. It was difficult and amazing at the same time. Though Satsvay is a very special one too. It's 14 years ago, this was my second competition ever. And I got into the finals and I just missed the podium.
4th place?
Because I got 4th place. And last year, I got 4th place again. And now I changed into actually climbing full time and training for this full time and having the idea like, go get that, just, well, I'm not allowed to
get that podium.
First place ones, like the one you dreamt of for so many years, but you couldn't get there. And I hope I can get close now that I've been working so hard for it.
Oh, the wild swing, nearly lost it. Needs to make the clip and then match. This could be a top, it should be a top.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. It's all go, goes again, this is the third time. Unreal from Javier, surely this time.
He's really fighting to at least have this one more hole. He got it, yes!
Look at that shout as well as he locked off that axe. It's incredible, but finally he falls. And now another big jump.
Yeah, he got it again.
Okay, Fig 4 again, wraps himself around, but he has been timed out. Now, the clock sometimes there's a little bit of a difference between our clock and the actual
now
clock.
they called him.
We'll eye the distance on this.
Okay.
Another high hold on the axe, goes as close as he can. He's in.
He got it.
Crowd are just driving her on.
Whoa.
Reaches up. Oh, and a fall. Well, forget about the time then. She won't.
I was ready to climb and I had in my head a positive mind. I had a feeling that I could actually do this. I could have my dream come true. And then the final started. I have like a mission that I really would like to have my dreams come true, basically.
Really strong this year. She was strong even before, but this year it's just like.
I forgot where I had to do the first moves. I forgot the second move. I forgot. I just had a complete blackout on where to go.
She got a hold. Oh.
Yeah, she had a moment.
Almost got a heart attack now.
Well, that's the problem, is it? Because you can't have the feel from your hand.
So I completely messed up the very first moves.
Yeah, that's it.
Cause all types of problems. I also.
And I forgot that there was a piece of ice on the left.
Ice axe grip tape more than anyone else's.
Yes.
I just didn't know it anymore. In my head, it was just black, just blanked out completely.
She's got a deep lock here, but struggling a bit to move through this.
She's a little bit struggling now. She cannot get the crampon off the wall.
Okay, so got stuck momentarily.
Yeah.
So a bit of a moment.
Come on,
down
Marianne. Come on.
Yeah, she's really struggling. And this is a deep, powerful move she's doing. What is something stuck? Oh, she nearly went there.
Come on, Marianne, you can do this.
Oh, she's in real trouble here. Look at the effort on her face. Shaking, breathing deep. Goes for a dynamic move, drops back down.
She's still on. She is still on.
This position is so powerful for her. Look at the B-layer ready for save the catch.
She saved herself now. Okay.
That was, oh my goodness. Okay, Marianne needs to breathe. We need to breathe.
Yeah.
Then I finally figured out, wait. This move, if I cannot do this move, I'm pretty sure that nobody in the field could do this move, so there should be something different.
This is so fascinating. I'd love to know what's going through her head right now. Now she gets herself set. You can see the belay team like almost
they're
army style
already.
What is going on for Marianne? She's not comfortable on this move. Now stands up again.
Yes.
Leaning back.
Changing her hands on a tool.
I don't know if she's just read this a bit strangely, but she's going to try the same thing.
She's trying the same thing, yeah.
Deep, deep lock. It's fascinating this to see, kicking back down again, now grabbing the hold with the left hand.
Yes.
But it took me minutes to figure it out. I was so stupid.
Oh, she
the
got
ice. She
I
didn't
know.
I don't
she
think she
didn't
realized.
realize there is the ice. She was trying to get up to the hold. No.
Then I finally found that, and then I found myself into the move.
Wow.
She was trying to reach the hold. That was the problem.
Mentally, I felt so just dumb, just stupid, like.
Once she
Me
figured
too.
it out, had a bit of a moment, but that is really going to have shaken her physically, mentally, everything.
Everything.
Really, how did you forget? Like, how could this like not be in your mind anymore?
Okay, well, she's back on track now, of course, but that will have cost her hugely.
Yeah.
I was so focused on that single move, that little green hold. It's a little piece of metal, welded, and then there is a hole drilled into it. And the hole is so close to the wall that the aggressiveness, the angle of my pick is just too aggressive to fit in. I fought really hard. I really tried. It's just not possible.
She's locked in that Stein pull.
She cannot sign
Oh
it.
no, it's not.
No,
She's gone.
So that's it. That was my finals.
Wow,
She's heartbroken now.
this is one of those moments in sport where all you want to do is kind of put a blanket over her and
Yeah.
just protect her from the world.
Fuck.
This lady, and she will come back stronger, of course.
Yeah, she will. She will. I'm sure of that. She will come stronger in Edmonton and all the other comps.
This comp has had a little bit of everything in it, hasn't it? Well, she walks off. Let's see this again. She was trying to go directly. The ice was on her left.
We've got one World Cup left, the World Championships in Edmonton. Well, I've got one more chance.
Welcome to Edmonton in Canada for the final UIAA World Cup and World Championship of the season. What a shot that is as we come into our climbing arena, taking place in the centre of Edmonton. The skyscrapers dominating the arena, but trust me, all the action is down there.
I'm excited because I think we have a bigger team coming here than anywhere else, because it's obviously it was like a 2.5-hour flight for us and it's in the exact same time zone. Like, this is pretty rare to have a comp that's this easy to go to. And I'm also excited because my coach is coming to this one. He hasn't been able to make all the others because they're, you know, really far away, and that's a lot of money and a lot of time. But Marcus is going to be here and hopefully be an ISO and stuff to support us. So I'm excited about that. He's like been watching all the live streams all season and stuff. And he got to watch me climb in UIAA, but it's pretty special to like have him there while I'm climbing. And so I'm really excited about that.
What made you nervous? Okay. No. What I love being a coach is like seeing what these athletes can do and showing and allowing them to find what their possibilities are within themselves.
So maybe this is the time to buy the lottery ticket, I don't know.
As well, she's had one of those seasons where it just luck hasn't necessarily come together at the right time, so she's owed a bit of luck here.
In Dutch we say 3 maal scheepsrecht. First you learn, second you improve. If you do it the third time, you've got it dialed. And then you got it through. In Edmonton, that's the third one. I hope it will work.
Oh, you can see the blood coming down. That is how hardcore she is. Oh, she slips and falls, gets tangled for a sec. Sets for the Joe, hits ecstatically. Wow.
Oh! Can she keep it together?
Surely not.
Oh my god, my shoulders hurt.
I know. That rotation was wild. She's still kicking in the air and going. Well, she's struggling here though. For the first time, really, she pauses here, outside of the podium at the moment. Much better, found a bit of oomph there.
Ace has got to go up now, it's all or nothing. She's got to give it absolutely turbo mode now if she wants to get on that podium.
Yeah, there's a long way to go, and a dyno at the end, and only 34 seconds now, so come on, Marianne.
Yeah, she's got to fly through these next 3 or 4 holds like they're nothing. If she hesitates, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, agreed. And a clip in. Well, she's got that now. Dennis just...
You can just hear him screaming.
Yeah, he's trying to get her to move quickly. Less than 15 seconds. She's going to get timed out. It just depends where she gets timed out. She's still outside of the podium. Needs a couple more moves. That's what Dennis is trying to get her to do. It's easier said than done. She's got a couple of seconds left. I think that is time out though now. Just one spot outside the podium. Yeah, tricky season. One of those she'll look back on, I think, and have learnt a lot, but it's hard to swallow at the time, you know.
So I'm a bit disappointed, quite a bit disappointed. And not just for what happened during the competition, but also by everybody who supported me. They were hoping to get that for me as well. And I have the feeling there's a lot more that I could achieve than I've done. I'm not sure how to actually realize it again and to continue for the next season again, because it takes a lot of time, energy, and mainly finances. And I don't have that kind of finances to try and do it again. So I have to be really creative to come back.
Are you proud of Marianne this season?
I am. I think she did really well. And the thing she cannot comprehend, in my opinion, I mean, I'm absolutely sure she can do it. She just didn't do it. It's not her ability, it's just that she wasn't able to show it. And other people could. And she's like, well, I'm not worth it, I can't do it, I suck. And I'm like, no, that's not the way. You can totally do it. It's just you have to be able to show it at this point in time. Couldn't pull it up. Well, it sucks, but it's the way it is.
The young Americans have been really impressive to watch. You know, looking at Keenan and Kat, Shirley, kind of vying for final places on the podium at a really young age. It's really impressive. Oh, Marianne, I'd love to see her win a World Cup. She's got to at some point.
What do my ice axes taste of? Oh man, that's interesting. Mine taste of like dirt.
Depends on where we've been recently.
Probably coffee.
Tape.
피 마시는. Fear and sweat when I'm ice climbing. I am not a good ice climber.
I'm one of those athletes that does very little dry tooling, so I don't put my axes in my mouth.
Tasty. That's about as much as I've got. You look at the picture through the UIAA Flickr, and it's just a kind of dirty picture show of people chewing on bits of metal and carbon. Yeah, weird sport.
Chip 2. Chipped it. They're like, oh, it's fine. Made 2 more moves. Not, oh, broken.
I've just got one more question. Are you proud of Dennis this season?
Oh, that's a really...
Yes.